How you going, guys? It's Michael here with Non-Functional Gaming yet again, and let me say, it must be hard to be a celebrity, especially what's going on in America right now. Obviously, you have the police officer murdering George Floyd, and then you have riots going on. It's hard to be a celebrity because your fans want so much from you. They want your content, but they also want your opinion. They want you to use your platform. And then when you use your platform, some of them want you to not use your platform. I assume I'm not a celebrity. I assume it would be difficult though. So what we have here is we have some of your favorite content creators and how they have reacted to the situation in America right now. So let's have a look. Let's start up here. First we have XQC. You can see he's obviously a little bit tired of his timeline being filled with this stuff. All I see is garbage on my feed. Quick, here's a picture of a cute bird I saw out front. Post one of a cute animal you've seen or a nice pet. And I have seen people on Twitter saying, like, if you have the privilege to be able to distract yourself from this, then you're part of the problem. But no, I think sometimes you do need a distraction from things. Sometimes you do need to, just take a break from the wall of vitriol and hate. It can be very tiring. Moving right along, we have Asmongold. I don't normally make political tweets. That's always a bad start when you start there. But it's good to see people universally against George Floyd's murder instead of picking sides. Hopefully this will set an actual precedent with police brutality and accountability. And I think we've seen since the riots have started that this is no longer the case. People are now 100% picking sides. People have almost forgotten that George Floyd was even killed. It's pro-riot or anti-riot. That's it. George Floyd has been forgotten because, you guys let that happen. Tim the Tap Man. What happened to George Floyd is unacceptable and something needs to change. And then justice for George Floyd. Nice simple one there. Can't really get in trouble with that. Then we've got DEJI. Sad to see what's happening in America, man. What started as a way to make a point has just turned criminal now from both sides. I never thought I would see the day. DEJI is being the more responsible of the two Olatunji brothers, but we'll be onto that soon. Alright, how we go here? Alright, we have H3H3 retweeting this beauty. Is that Kendall? I think that's Kendall. If only Kendall was there to save us now. Then we've got Dax. Dax has taken a screenshot of his Instagram story, by the way. The only way to change the outcome is to motivate and inspire the next generation. Who's going to have to live through it? The riots make emotional sense, but they're pushing our people further back. They will result in more young men growing up without fathers, more mothers left alone to raise kids by themselves. This causes the cycle to repeat. This isn't a physical war, it's a war of the mind, soul, and spirit. If we continue to think fire is going to put out fire, we won't advance. Again, I understand the emotional response. I just wish, we've got to go to another screenshot here. I just wish it didn't have to be this way. This is just what's on my mind right now. I tend to agree with what Dax is saying there. It's Dax! And we have D-Storm Power. I'm just tired. And we got this is why. I was one of the people that did not like Colin Kaepernick kneeling through the anthem. I'm not even American. It just annoyed me. I think it just annoyed me because Colin Kaepernick wasn't having a particularly good season. And I was like, Also, my ex's team was San Francisco, so like I'm just biased against San Francisco, I guess. But no, he's right. He's right. Jenna Marbles, this is not a political issue. This is a human rights issue. This is systematic racism and oppression at the hands of law enforcement in our country. We want justice and we want change. It shouldn't have happened once and it should never happen again. This is not a discussion. Unfortunately, you're incredibly naive. Everything is a discussion. You cannot afford to alienate the other side. You need to convert the other side. And by saying this is not a discussion, that's what you're doing. Because there will be people out there who will want to state facts and be like, and talk about the Australian woman who was gunned down in her backyard in Minneapolis for reporting a rape. and they're going to use that to see, like, see, everyone, it's not a race issue. You can't just say this is not a discussion. You need to talk to these people. Tweets like these make it look like you think your opinion is higher than other people's, so it's just going to put people offside, and people aren't going to want to talk to you. And you don't want to talk to them, so I guess that's going to work out fine, but at the end of the day, we don't move. Tom McDonald, my favourite rapper, but he makes content on YouTube. How's this man not verified? Twitter, give him his tick. Who do I call for this? Rest in peace, George Floyd. It's difficult to find the right words, and even more difficult to find the words that haven't been said perfectly. And then he's got like 6 paragraphs here, which I'm not going to read. But if you want to read them, I'll read the first one, and then if you want to continue, you can go to his Twitter. The increasingly overwhelming power that police have over people is more evident in the past few months than ever before, and their constant, blatant, and unpunished harassment of minorities can no longer be tolerated. Racism being the likely motive for murder like George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery are no longer just likely. It's brutal and ugly truth that can't be ignored. If you've seen my other video, I flat out say that police officer 100% knew he was killing George Floyd when he was, so don't disagree, mate. Now, KSI. KSI did the old tweet and delete. But the internet, I just think it's funny that just down here it says Bolsky or we riot. Yes, tweet or delete, but internet sleuths managed to capture it before he did. Peaceful protests do fuck all. If you want to make them listen, have a non-peaceful protest, because now you have everyone's attention. Plus, they're forced to take action and make change now. Now, obviously, he saw that this was a bad idea and deleted it, as he should have. Because we've seen all this riot has done has just shifted the conversation from George Floyd to do riots work. In my opinion. Ninja. Don't let these looters distract you from the message and the real reason of all this shit is going on. Police brutality, racism, and the murder of George Floyd. There are multiple groups instigating and evoking violence and destroying the image of peaceful protests. Black Lives Matter. Ninja, you're a real one. You're a real one. Remind the people. Now we go to the internet's favourite punching bag, or Twitch's favourite punching bag, at least ferociously Steph. Remember to cover your face. Facial recognition tech is getting scary good, and you could get identified in a video that happened years ago. The system is big broken. Solidarity for those resisting. Every time with this chick. The only reason people need to cover their face is if they're looting. So are you now trying to give people that are looting and burning shit down advice on how to avoid punishment for that? Because I'm sorry, a protest is one thing, resisting is one thing, burning shit down and stealing shit. Steph, just shut up. Just shut up. Alright, now let's move on to Keemstar. Now Keemstar has posted a lot about this. Keemstar is posting like 3 tweets an hour about this, but I've picked my favorite one here, and it's a video of some white teens looting a van store, and I like how you've got a couple of black people here just stepping back. One's recording it because like a lot of things you're seeing is like, hey, we're not the ones doing this shit. You know, there are other people coming in and using this as an excuse to do shit. Like, but they're gonna blame black people for this, and we're not doing it. So, you know, yeah, I think it's good when people record this sort of stuff. But let's have a look at this one. I thought this one was a bit funny, and sometimes we need all good, all good. Oh, who's coming? Who's walking down the street? Oh, there we go! Run! Oh, she's got a jacket? No, you got nothing. You got nothing. I mean, everyone's talking about police brutality. They didn't even try and stop those kids. They just tried to make sure they didn't steal. So, you know, there's some good ones right there. And last but not least, you knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. He's tweeted. Don't care about his tweets. Don't care. What I care about is this video here of Jake Paul at a riot. Now, he's saying he didn't loot, but you're there. Let's have a look.
What? Oh, shit! Oh, shit!
Kind of treating it like it's a joke as well.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. It's getting crazy.
Does the guy have a gun?
Oh shit.
Oh yeah. Smash that car. Why not? Yep. Cool. I mean, at the end of the day, even if you're not looting, you're not supposed to be in that shopping centre. So don't sit there and act like you've done nothing.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Hey yo, give me a free cologne.
No, it's not J. Cole.
What?
I look like J. Cole.
It does, right?
Right.
No, that's Logan.
Logan Paul?
Yeah, Logan Paul. Huh?
I swear to God.
I swear to God.
Yo, Logan.
Yo, Logan. Wait. Yeah, go.
Nigga, that's not Logan Paul.
Oh shit. Go.
Oh, yep, there. That must be the police. Run. Well, there you go. There are some of your favourite content creators and how they have been reacting to the drama going on in America right now. Who do you agree with? Who do you think should shut the hell up? Let me know in the comments. And we'll see you again next time there's something to report on. Ciao.